Good morning, students. I hope your morning is as bright as your smile, and I wish have a good day. So, dear students, in today's class, we are going to learn how to start a computer. Okay, so this is our third chapter, and in this chapter, we will learn how to start a computer. A computer works on electricity. So, we know that a computer is a machine, so it works on electricity. To start a computer, first connect the computer plug into an electrical socket. So, what is the first step to start a computer? Yes, we have to connect the computer plug into an electrical socket. So, you have to connect the computer plug into the electrical socket. So, after connecting this, what we have to do? We have to switch on. The switch next to the socket is then put on. Just as your TV has a power button, the computer too has a power button. So like our TV, the computer also has a power button, but it is situated in the CPU. So in CPU, you can see a power button. So after switching on, what you have to do? You have to press this power button. So just as your TV has a power button, the computer too has a power button. It is usually found in front of the CPU. Next, hardware. Now let us see what is hardware. Hardware are those parts of the computer that can be seen and touched by you. So what is hardware? Hardware are those parts of the computer that can be seen and touched by you. It is like a human body without a brain. So what is hardware? Hardware are those parts of computer that we can able to see and we can able to touch. So such parts of computer are called hardware. The parts that we can able to see and we can able to touch are called hardware. So let us see some examples for hardware. Keyboard, then mouse, speaker, CPU, monitor, printer, scanner. So all these we can able to touch as well as we can able to see. So such parts of computer that we can able to see and touch are called hardware. Hardware are those parts of the computer that can be seen and touched by you. It's like a human body without brain. So what is the spelling of hardware? Hardware. So write the remaining spelling here. Okay. Next, what is software? So software is just opposite to hardware. We learnt hardware means those parts of computer that can be seen and touched. But software is just opposite to this hardware. We can't able to see as well as we can't able to touch. So such parts of computer are called software. Then what is software? So software means it's a set of instructions into the computer to do a particular work. So software means it's a set of instructions into the computer to do a particular work. So softwares cannot be seen and can't be touched. So you can neither touch nor feel a software. A computer cannot do anything by itself. It is just like a machine. In order to make the computer work, it needs a brain telling it what to do. So a computer cannot do work by itself. It's like a machine, and in order to make the computer work, it needs a brain telling it what to do. So this software means it's a set of instructions to the computer to do a particular work. Software is the name given to the commands that start a computer and make it work for us. So what is a software? Software is the name given to the commands that start a computer and make it work for us. It's like the mind of the computer. So software is just like the mind. We can't able to see our mind, or we can't able to touch our mind. In the same way, we can't able to see or touch the software of the computer. So like mind, it cannot be seen or touched. For example, Paint. Paint is a software used for drawing and coloring pictures. So Paint is a software used for drawing and coloring pictures. So this software we can't see or we can't touch. Then let us see what is operating system. So we learned what is hardware and what is software. Now we are going to learn what is operating system. So do you know what is operating system? Yes. So operating system means it is just like the driver of the computer. Say, without a driver, a bus cannot move. In the same way, without this operating system, a computer will not work. So that is called operating system. So without operating system, a computer cannot work. Okay. So let us see. When you switch on the computer, you will notice that there are a lot of things happening on the screen which you do not understand at all. So when you switch on the computer, we can notice that there are a lot of things happening on the screen which we can't understand at all. So you can see like this, a black background with many numbers and sentences. So this is called booting. Whenever you switch on the computer, you can see something coming on the screen. So this is done by operating system. An operating system is important for computer as it controls all the parts of the computer system. So what is operating system? An operating system is important for a computer as it controls all the parts of the computer system. So this operating system, it is one of the important part of a computer, and it controls all parts of the computer system. So this operating system controls all the parts of a computer. It allows you to do work on the computer. Then Windows is the most popular operating system. So there are a lot of operating systems are there. Many operating systems are there. Windows 10, Ubuntu, Linux, MAC OS, Mac OS, then Unix. So among these, Windows is the most popular operating system. So nowadays Windows 10 is the most operating system, and in our mobiles, Android is the most popular operating system. Storage. Without software, we cannot use the computer. So we learned without software, we cannot use the computer. Software is stored in storage places like floppy disk, CD-ROM and pen drive. So we learned software. Without software, we cannot use the computer, and this software can be stored in floppy disk, CD-ROM and pen drive. So there are some pictures of storage or memory devices are given. So this is hard disk, then RAM, it is ROM, CD or DVD, CD-ROM or DVD. Then this is tape, pen drive, memory card, and floppy. So these are some of the storage devices using in the computer. The main storage places. Which are the main storage places? Floppy disk, CD-ROM, and pen drive. Let us see one by one. Hard disk. Hard disk. It is like a big notebook of the computer. It has a very large storage capacity. It is fixed inside the CPU. So this is our hard disk. So write the spelling here. So hard disk. It looks like a big notebook of the computer. Then it has a very large capacity and it is fixed inside the CPU. So inside the CPU you can see this hard disk. Next, CD-ROM. A CD-ROM stands for compact disk read-only memory. CD-ROM stands for compact disk read-only memory. What is the full form of CD-ROM? Compact disk read-only memory. So write the spelling here. It has a large capacity. It can be removed or put into the CPU as needed. So what is the use of this CD? It is used as a storage device for storing images or storing this videos or movies. We can use this CDs. So it can be removed or put into the CPU as needed. So if you want to watch a film, you have to put that particular CD containing the movie into the CPU. So after watching the or after completing the movie, you can remove this CD. Another storage device is USB flash drive. So commonly we call it as pen drive. Flash drives are also called USB drives or portable drives. So these flash drives are also called USB drives, portable drives. They are small portable hard drives that connect to computers through a USB port. They are commonly called pen drives. So whenever our storage becomes full, what we will do? We will transfer our all files, images or videos into a pen drive. So pen drive is a storing device which helps to store information. So commonly we call it as pen drive. Next, help Radha to put parts in the right place. So one is given for you. Then CD. There is a particular place in this CPU to put CD. So which is that place? You have to mark a line. See, in the CPU there is a particular place and we have to, it is called CD drive, and here is a button. On pressing this button, this will come out. After that we have to place this CD and we have to push in. Okay, we have to push. So this is the place of keeping CD. Next, USB pen drive. So there is a particular place in this CPU to put pen drive. So in the laptop there we can see this place at the side of this laptop, but in CPU there is a particular place here. Okay, so some exercises are given. Answer the following questions. What is hardware? So we already learned what is hardware and what is software. So refer the textbook and write the answer. Why is an operating system is important for a computer? So that is also given in your textbook. So refer textbook and write the answer in pencil. So write the answer with pencil. Okay. Fill in the blanks. Dash is the most popular operating system. So which is the most popular operating system? Yes, you know that answer, right. Then the dash and dash are storage devices. So which are the storage devices we learned today? Yes, remember that. So after that you write, okay. circle the correct picture. So among this, which is the hard disk? Yes. So circle the correct picture. Okay. Then CD-ROM. Among this, which is the CD-ROM? Yes, you know that. So circle the correct picture. Okay. So in today's class, what we learned? Yes, how to start a computer. So you know now how to start a computer. So in the coming days, if our school reopens, we will learn uh, how to open or how to start computer. Okay.